fought the rest, now try the best!
So this person that we're going to be talking about is Gizou Gitai. This person discovered some stuff within Tekken 8, and I just want to talk about it. For those of you who don't know, this is also the same person who discovered that the Sanctum stage and the Yakushima stage are connected. I talked about the board missing from Yakushima stage and appearing in the Sanctum stage. This is the same person who discovered that the Rebel hangar belongs to Lars Alexander. Something that I also thought was really cool that this person discovered is uneven terrain within Tekken 8. The Yakushima stage, you have some parts which is land and some parts which is water. You would expect the characters to just stand on the water and just float at an even surface like they do in Infinite Azure or something like that, but that's not the case. This is really cool because this is something that Tekken 4 introduced, so Tekken 8 is kind of bringing it back, but obviously it's to a lesser degree. We haven't seen a staircase yet. But another detail that they discovered is in the practice mode, the lines on the ground is actually chains. It seems like Tekken 8 is really going all in on the idea. You have the health bars kind of representing chains. They had the heat system until they removed that stuff, and then now you have the floor. I just like the little details of it. Another detail this person discovered, this person's doing it all, bro. Another detail this person discovered is related to the female faces, which everyone says look dead alike, too smooth, yada yada yada. But this person actually discovers females have uniquely sculpted faces with different lips, cheeks, noses, even if they're in the same family, talking about Jun Kazama and Asuka. But then they say male characters have identical upper body, bone, muscles, and veins are 1-to-1. Only difference is skin tone and scars. Now you're thinking, what does this mean? I'll show you exactly what they mean. If you look at, they have Law, King, Brian Fury, and Kazuya. 4 characters who have no relation to one another. These characters have the same exact upper body. For example, look at this vein right here. This is Brian Fury. Law has the same vein. King has the same vein. Kazuya have the same vein. Even this one that runs down the arm. King has it. Law has it. Brian Fury has it. It's like this for every detail on the body. This is what I mean. Like, I really feel like the Tekken community is just so biased against female characters and just weird at this point. The faces, yeah, they're super smooth. Yeah, they don't really have that much expression to them. I would agree. But I feel like people go so hard on the female characters when the male characters have the same exact issues. And no one says anything about it. Nothing at all about it. We could talk about Lily and Asuka's story being trash. Meanwhile, no one says anything about Fang and Dragunov. Here's where we talk about the stages. We already know there's going to be 16 stages in the game. I made a video and I was kind of counting 1 through, I think I did like 14 or 13 or something, and I just identified the different stages that we have within the game. This person looking at the data mined information, they can see some more information about some of the stages. I'll just read the tweets and break it down. Could be 10 stages or more. Stage 1, arena equals arena. Also arena underground. Brian Fury and Dragunov has some screenshot and some images in this stage, but it's actually a alternate version of the stage, arena underground. But I think it's really cool that you can see through the stage and kind of see some of the oranges. Next time you're watching gameplay of the stage, see if you can see it. It says stage 2, Neo City Urban Square. Stage 3, Island A, Yakushima. I wonder if there will be a Island B stage. This is something that's common in Tekken games as well. Stage 10, the mountains, Peru. I think that's what this is probably referring to. You also have the screenshot to go with it as well. The next tweet says Coliseum equals Coliseum, test equals rain asset, probably referring to the rain stage. There's a number 9 here, which is crazy. Downstire at equals question mark. I looked up downstire and it basically talks about stairs. I don't know how this is going to be implemented into the game. I don't understand. We don't have enough information. We don't know. Also not widely documented, there's a corner to it. Even though it's called Practice Infinite, I don't think infinites are returning in the game. This part here, they're talking about how in the practice stage, if you push the character farther enough, you'll hit a wall. And if you do that in a diagonal sense, you'll hit a corner. And if this stage is being called the Practice Infinite, but it's not technically infinite, are infinites still in the game? This is something with the Yakushima stage as well. This stage is massive, possibly one of the biggest stages to ever be put into a Tekken game. Usually they'll just do a infinite, but they're not really doing that. I don't think infinites are being removed from the game, because if you look at that sand biome, that 100% looks like an infinite stage to me. Regardless, I think infinites should stay in Tekken. It's very iconic, and I do not think they should just remove it. Tekken's kind of the only game who does it. I wish Street Fighter had an infinite stage where you didn't hit the walls on either side. Same thing with Mortal Kombat. In my opinion, I think this allows for more player expression, and it just gives a different feel when you're talking about the gameplay.